Hello, in this particular video, I'm going to walk you through some aspects of account security here in Shure SMS. And we have several different functionalities that allow you to significantly strengthen the security of your account. And to ensure compliance with GDPR, to properly set this up, you will need to navigate to the menu, specifically finding the settings option, and then proceed to click on account right here. Following that, you will then click on the particular tab, which is clearly labeled security. There are three settings that I would like to quickly go through. The first one is the IP address, and there is a small help icon right here where you can get a little explanation about it. And that is if you use our functionality that is called email to SMS, where you send an email and it is then sent further as an SMS. So here you can whitelist the specific IP addresses from which you send your emails. That means you can essentially declare that if an email originates from this particular IP address, then it belongs to you and you are willing to pay for its onward delivery. Most of our customers use the functionality where you include an API key directly within the email itself. You'd address it to the phone number, then .api key and then the actual API key in order to identify the account. And they do that because often these are cloud-based mail providers where multiple different users use the same IP to send from. But if you have your own on-premise SMTP server, then that's an option. The next setting is that we scramble the messages after a certain number of minutes, and you can configure that yourself optionally. It is set to 0 automatically or by default, and that means that we will never scramble your messages. And the scrambler, what that means is that we still retain the message itself, but we then proceed to overwrite the 4 middle digits with a specific character. This is done so that one cannot identify which particular phone number the message was originally sent to. Furthermore, we also overwrite every single character within the message itself with asterisks. So you can't see the content of the message and you can't see where it was sent. And the reason we don't delete the message is that we need it for billing purposes. I mean, in case at some point a situation arises where you think, oh, I haven't sent that many texts, and if it's deleted, then we can't document it. So in this section, you can configure scrambled messages to be active for a specific duration measured in minutes. And you should be aware that when you send a message, we forward it to the telecom operator and it will remain stored there for a full 72 hours. So if your phone is off or out of coverage, the text message waits with the mobile operator for 72 hours before it's deleted. So your data is still with the operator, even if you tell us you should scramble the message after 10 minutes. Then it will remain with the telecom operator before they delete it after 72 hours. And the last setting allows you to block sending to various countries. Here, you simply check the boxes for the countries you wish to block. The reason we have this functionality is that sometimes we get customers who send from external systems, and if the country codes aren't properly handled in the external system, they can generate traffic to phone numbers that simply don't exist. Well, if you don't include a country code when you're sending an SMS message, we'll simply send it to the number that's provided. And if that happens to be a phone number that begins with 21, which many Danish mobile phones often do, then it will inevitably be sent all the way to Algeria. So here you can go in and say that you only want to allow sending to these specific countries if we then receive a message on your account that needs to be sent to one of the countries that are blocked. We simply won't send it out and you won't be charged for that message. That's a very brief overview of the settings we have, the security settings for each individual account. We also have another setting that you cannot adjust yourself here, and that is our spam filter. If you send the very same message to the same recipient within a 10-minute window, we will not forward it. And we do not do that, again, for important security reasons. Well, because, often the recipient won't be able to clearly understand that they're actually dealing with two separate messages. And in some cases, they will then, of course, contact you as a customer or me as a provider and say, something is wrong here because I'm receiving multiple messages at the same time with identical content.
It is a possibility, or it is a functionality we have the option to disable for individual accounts.
If you, for example, use it for IoT, as it's called. I mean, if you send SMS messages to technical devices like heat meters or water meters or something like that, then sometimes you'd want the option to send the same message to the same device right after each other. And then on the individual account, we can turn off our spam filter.
But then you will need to contact our support team to get that handled. I believe that covers everything I wanted to mention about security for your Shure SMS account. Hope you enjoy it.